The galaxy feared humans because we won impossible wars. No one warned me the most difficult battle I'd ever fight would be convincing one stubborn alien woman to finish her dinner. The day the Orion conflict ended, every soldier around me celebrated. Some drank. Some cried. A few kissed the dusty ground we nearly died defending. I just stood there holding a stack of military paperwork that somehow declared I was now responsible for an alien noblewoman. Congratulations, Captain Cale Mercer. Commander Rhodes grinned, slapping my shoulder. You've officially won the weirdest prize in military history. I won paperwork. Worse. He pointed toward a shuttle descending through the smoke-covered sky. You won a princess. The cargo ramp lowered. Out walked the tallest woman I'd ever seen. 7 feet of silver-blue elegance. Her midnight black hair flowed almost to the ground, braided with tiny glowing crystals that shimmered like captured stars. 2 graceful horns curved backward from her temples, giving her the regal appearance of someone born to command armies instead of conversations. Her amber eyes scanned the battlefield with cold indifference before settling on me. The look she gave me could have frozen a volcano. So, I muttered. She doesn't look thrilled. No, Rhodes laughed. But neither did you when you received military taxes. Fair point. Her name was Lady Valyra Thorne, daughter of the High Matriarch of the Vascari Dominion. During the peace negotiations, the defeated Dominion offered noble hostages to guarantee the treaty. Political tradition. Ancient diplomacy. Extremely awkward for everyone involved. Apparently due to a clerical disaster involving military rankings, signatures, and one very intoxicated diplomat, Lady Valyra had been assigned directly to me. Not imprisoned. Not enslaved. Protected. Housed. Guarded. Which somehow made the situation even stranger. She approached until only a few feet separated us. You are human Captain Cale Mercer? I've been called worse. She blinked. I do not understand. You will. She didn't smile. Not even a little. I have no intention of learning human humor. Oh. I sighed dramatically. That's unfortunate. And why is that? Because 90% of surviving humanity depends on bad jokes. A nearby Marine snorted. Valyra looked genuinely concerned. I thought humans survived through excessive violence. We multitask. For the first time. The corner of her mouth twitched. Victory. Tiny victory. Our journey back to Earth's orbital station lasted 5 days. 5 incredibly silent days. Valyra spent nearly every hour standing beside the observation window, staring into space as if the stars themselves were preferable company. Whenever I tried conversation, "What are you reading?" "Nice weather outside." You know, statistically speaking, this spaceship has fewer explosions than my last assignment. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Lieutenant Owen finally leaned toward me during breakfast. Sir. Yeah? I think your alien hates you. I noticed. Maybe stop talking. I can't. Why? I was raised by 2 older sisters. He nodded sympathetically. My condolences. Then came dinner on the 6th evening. The station cafeteria buzzed with laughter. Human engineers challenged alien mechanics to arm wrestling contests. Scientists argued over quantum engines. Someone had started karaoke despite several international treaties discouraging exactly that. Only one table remained silent. Valyra's. A perfectly untouched plate sat before her. Steam no longer rose from the meal. She hadn't eaten breakfast. She skipped lunch. Now dinner sat untouched too. The station's physician quietly approached me. Captain? Yeah? She's entering dangerous territory. I've tried talking. Try listening instead. Interesting advice. I picked up my own tray. Ignoring every curious stare in the cafeteria, I walked across the room and sat opposite her. She immediately stood. I shall leave. Then I leave too. She frowned. I wished to be alone. Funny. I stood and picked up my tray. So do I. She looked confused. If you leave because of me, I leave because wherever my assigned guest goes, I go. She slowly sat back down. So, I did the same. Neither of us touched our food. 5 long minutes passed. Finally, without looking at me, she spoke. In Vascari culture, her voice had become quieter. One does not eat while another remains hungry. I looked down. My tray's still full. She nodded once. So is mine. Realization hit me like a railgun. She hadn't refused food. She'd refused to eat alone. Every previous meal had been delivered to her private quarters. Always by herself. Always in silence. I picked up my fork. Then I guess we've both been making the same mistake. She hesitated. Then, for the first time since we met, Lady Valira Thorne picked up her own fork. The cafeteria fell completely silent. Hundreds of soldiers watched in disbelief as the feared Vascari noblewoman finally took her first bite. She closed her eyes. Swallowed. Then quietly whispered, "The soup is terrible." I burst out laughing. So you've discovered Earth's greatest military tradition. What tradition? Complaining about cafeteria food. Another tiny smile appeared. This one lasted longer. Maybe the war was over. Maybe peace didn't begin with treaties. Maybe it began with 2 lonely survivors sharing one awful bowl of soup.